my name's Dallas, and this is my first ever review video. I've wanted to make YouTube videos for several years now, but I've never quite got up enough courage to do it, but this seemed like a really good time, so wish me luck, and I hope you enjoy this video. I think I should explain how this channel works before I go too far into it. I've always been a big fan of books and reading. It's always been a really big passion of mine. So I thought, why not make a channel about something that I love to do, and so here I am. This is going to be a review channel where I read a book and then I give you my opinion on it. It's going to be in two parts. The first part, I'm going to give you a short synopsis, star the book, and give you a review on it without any spoilers, because one of the worst things that ever happens to me when I read a review is you get too far into it and people start telling you what happens later in the book. The second part is going to be where I give you my opinions on the book about the storyline, characters, and just anything that really bothered me about it. So, here we go. For my first ever review, I thought what better to do than two of my absolute favorite YouTubers and my inspiration to do YouTube videos, which would be Dan Howell, otherwise known as Dan Is Not on Fire, and Amazing Phil, or Phil Lester, in their new book, The Amazing Book Is Not on Fire. Okay, so in my opinion, this was definitely a 5-star book. Really, really good. I was really pleased with it because it really lived up to my expectations of what I thought the book should be. It was really funny with the same style as their YouTube channel. It had some interesting new facts and some old favorites from the channels. When I read the book, I actually read it in Dan and Phil's voice. It was that good and felt really like their channel. It had a lot of great pictures, funny doodles, all sorts of really, really cool stuff. If I had to complain about anything in the book, it would probably have to be that some of the stories you had already heard from their YouTube channel. So, let's move on to the next section. Because this isn't a novel, I don't have a lot to complain about in it, or really too many opinions to make about the book, because it doesn't have a storyline or characters like a novel would. So, I think I'm just going to touch on some of the highlights and my favorite things in the book, which would have to be, I really, really loved Dan and Phil's uni life. It was funny, some of the stories hadn't been told before in the books. I also really liked their YouTube startup pages, which is one of the reasons that I'm making this video today. So, another bit I liked was the trivia pages. Those were really, really interesting. I also enjoyed the closet comparisons with Dan's entirely black closet and Phil's really colorful closet. I have to wonder, if Dan's clothes are all black, then where does he get those brightly colored gaming t-shirts? Unless, of course, they're Phil's and he's borrowing them. Also, in the fanfiction stories, was it just me, or did you also think that Dan's story was going in a more fanish direction? And for the which Dan and Phil's dining room chair are you, I got the gray chair, so I guess I'm a kindred spirit with Dan, even though I thought I was more Philish. One of my only complaints with the book was in Dan's dream diary section from when he was a kid, that I really couldn't read the handwriting, but I might just be me, because I am really, really bad at reading other people's handwriting. I also really liked the roommate assessment forms, which I think gave us really cool insight into Dan and Phil's home life together. But they didn't mention Dan and Phil's package wars. If you're a fan of the videos, you know what I'm talking about. Also, it's been so many years since I watched these videos. Had anybody else forgot about Simon until this point? I mean, I got to that section in the book and I was like, Simon? Who's Simon? For a minute. And then it was just dawned on me like, oh, Simon. I also really liked the sock drawer comparison. Phil's socks were definitely Dobby the House Help worthy. And I guess this brings me to my last point, which was their how to make a YouTube video page, which is the reason I'm making this video today. Well, I think that's about all I have to say on the book. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment with any sort of suggestions you might have for something you'd like me to review or read. And subscribe if you want to see more. Bye!